Alright, good morning. This time we are looking at just three little things. First one is anchors for the guild hall. So with the release of House of Thule on Mischief and Thornblade, you're allowed to get an anchor. So if you go to the loyalty vendor in POK, good lord, just here, okay, right here on POK, right next to Crescent Reach, okay. Uh, she has a bunch of stuff that you can get for loyalty tokens. Okay. Loyalty tokens are renewed a little bit each month, and you build them up over time. And when you get enough, you can come here and buy stuff. As you can see, some of it's pretty cheap. Some of it is expensive. The one you're looking for is uh, an anchor package. Okay. So the one you want is the primary anchor package or the secondary anchor package. I think because I've already bought them. Oh no, there you go. There you go. Primary anchor package. Okay. So 216 loyalty tokens is what it's going to cost you. So you're going to buy that. It'll go into your inventory in that box. And then you're going to run to your guild hall. And this is going to be the greater guild hall. The important part about the greater guild hall is when you enter the guild lobby and face the guild hall, it is the door on your left. There's always two doors. The right hand one is the basic guild hall that we've had since, guild halls came out. The one on the left is going to be either the medium or greater guild hall, depending on which your guild has paid for. The guild I'm in now has paid for a greater guild hall, so I can't show you the medium because I didn't make this video when the medium was out, or when we had the medium. Whew. So, running on through here. I could have, I suppose, learned how to edit and just cut this, but I don't know, it seems like it's useful to know how to actually get there too, right? So here's your guild hall. It's called the Neighborhood Guild Hall, right? You can see that the old one is just the standard. We're not going to the standard, we're going to the neighborhood. Your guild will assign a location, your guild leader or your guild hall builder will assign a location where you can put your anchors. Okay? For my guild, it happens to be up here. You'll go to that location. You will click your anchor box, and once you click your anchor box, if I can, oh, I probably can't move them right now. You'll get a guild anchor, which looks like this. It'll just be a little anchor in your bag, and you will get a secondary anchor transport device. Okay? Once you get these two items, the secondary anchor device, I have just put down on my quick bar so I can click that and it'll teleport me to my anchor. So then you take your anchor, you left click it, and when you left click it, it becomes a movable target that you can place wherever the guild says you're allowed to and wherever the game says is a place. So it'll turn green. When it turns green, you press the Alt button and move your mouse up or down, and that will increase or decrease the size. That's how mine are so small, is because I decreased the size on those. Okay, that covers the anchors on how to do those. Now, also, when you're in the new guild halls, it can be a little confusing on to how to get out. There is the normal portal crystal guy. You stand on here, it'll take you to wherever he's got it set up to. But there's also, if you want to go back to the guild lobby, this brown door. You don't click on the door. Clicking on the door does nothing. Like if you left click, if you right click the door, it gives you an option. Open the door to the lobby. Okay? So once you open the door to the lobby, you're back where you were. The guild portal guy does make a portal to the HoT, and so you can just take that to get there, or I'm going to run the long way just to show you. You don't have to take the portal to the HoT. It's 200 platinum. Sometimes that matters. So this is the long way. It's not all that long. It's kind of like going to Plane of Time and all those zones. Like, really, it's not that far. So back to POK. From the guild lobby, you go to the right. And this is also going to be a very short, quick tutorial on making a piece of armor from the drops off names. I'm not going to make you a piece, but I'll show you what you need to do. Okay, so that first archway is going to get us to the HoT. It's called the Dream when you're leaving here. Okay, so you go here, right over here, and it's the Ogok Stone. Click on that, you go to the old HoT, or you can go to the Dream, which is the new HoT. That's the 85 plus one. Or Ferret. I don't know. I think HoT, because double E, double O, or double R. Something like that. I don't know. Call it the Canadian pronunciation, if you like. Okay, now, when you have the... I'm going to wreck this word. When you have the abstruse remnants, this is the tier 1 armor. So the problem with tier 1 armor is they don't sell you the patterns to make the armor here. So for the tier 1 armor, you need, depending on your class, to go, well, unless you're a crafter. So for vanadium plate, right? Search vanadium plate. This is them, right? You have to buy one of these templates for whichever piece of armor you're trying to make. So this devotion would be arms. So I would need arms. I would need one of these templates for arms, wherever that is. I don't know. Let me guess. I picked the one they don't have. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right? So you would need that, and then you talk to Zand Vortshire. I'm not too far away. Okay. And he sells a Shroud of Dreams, and that is a container, okay? It's a 3-slot container. Okay. So you buy your Shroud of Dreams, you buy the matching agent based on whatever class you are, right? They're all here. When you have this set to show only items I can use, it's only going to show the agent you can use, okay? But he sells all of them. So you need this, you need this, you need that template I showed you. Remember that this one is plate, so that's for plate wearers. There's also one for chain, and there's also one for leather and silk, but leather and silk is called immaculate. Immaculate. So either immaculate silk or immaculate leather. Immaculate leather or immaculate silk. Immaculate silk, and you have to know, like, I want a cap, right? And then I want a wristband, I want a boot, I want a sleeve, I want pant, I want robe, and that'll show you just those instead of having all the immaculate silk in the way here. So you don't, I mean, it's here, but if you know the name, you can just scroll to it, okay? So again, you need this, plus you would need this, and you would need this, and you would also need one of these, okay? So those those three things, this, this, and the template combined in the Shroud of Dreams makes the Tier 1 gear. Once you have the Tier 1 gear, you buy another Shroud of Dreams, you take the piece of gear you've made, whatever that may be, put it in the Shroud of Dreams with the Tier 2 upgrade. So I could upgrade Tier 1 hands to Tier 2 hands. And you just need the upgrade. And then once you get a Tier 3 one of these, you would take the Tier 2 hands with one of these and combine them. You can skip that whole routine for increasing through the tiers if you get, let's say you get a Tier 4 piece that drops. So one of these that's Tier 4 that drops. Then you could come talk to this guy, and a Morpheus is the Tier 4. So you'd buy, like, if you was, whatever, a Morpheus plate, a Morpheus lever, whatever, right? And then, of course, Tier 3 has another name. Tier 2, I think, is the other one on the other one there. So instead of buying it from the bazaar, you would buy from these vendors. So that's how you make the House of Thule armor. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it clarifies, or at least it gives you something to look into to kind of see if you can figure it out from there. If you have any questions, again, add them at the end of the video and I'll see if I can answer them. Thank you.